Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. Yes, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We made it. We made it. Yes, Grand Rising. Carmelo Moody's in the house. He says, Grand Rising King, salute, salute, salute.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Pay the bills. Good morning. Says, I woke up for this one. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, if you're
Something going on?
oversleep, that's fine. You got the replay. Got the replay, but I appreciate you coming through. Grumpy Ravens Canes fan is in the house. Says happy grumpy day. Happy hump grumpy day. It's all about the trenches. Yes.
Thanks.
I agree. Michael Akins, good morning. Good
Morning.
morning. Pay the bills. Good morning. Oh, Michael Akins says, good morning, guys. Like both already. That's what I'm talking
Appreciate
about.
that.
He's on both channels.
That's what I'm talking about.
Salute. Yes. If you don't know, we are streaming live on 2 channels. Lunch Break, Hot Take, Roll Pod. All right. So subscribe, hit the like on both. Appreciate it. He said, damn, it's early. Yeah, it's early, man. It's early. I appreciate it, man. It is what it is. Salute.
That's what it is.
We got Nalo 1225. Good morning. Good morning. And Unkind Ravens fan. Good morning. Appreciate you coming through. Julian Otis. Good morning. We got our brother Nitro from the Wonder King shows in the house. Good morning. Salute. Good morning to you. We got cousin Davon. Good morning. Good morning. Imani. Good morning, Imani. We got Michael Hawthorne in the house. Salute. Says good morning. Let's get this offseason started already. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Jerry Green. Salute. We got Point in the house. Good morning. Cold Air Media says, what's cracking, fellas? On the commuter bus in the DMV, need this content.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Racy, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, and Just Aloes here says YouTube sucks. Yeah, it went down. It kind of went down yesterday, right? Like it had
some glitches.
It had some glitches, but you can still get on it on your subscriber tab or something like that. Yeah, Jacob was showing me. We were actually at the gym for a while yesterday, so we missed most of the crash. User PG1 in the building. Good morning. Coach is in the house. Salute. Good morning. Dr. Kush, good morning. We got Raven 76, Be More 54. Good morning. All right. Yes. Look, I'm gonna bring Ferris up. Ferris up here. He's here. You guys, oh man, hold on. No, let me fix this. Scene here. There we go. Let me adjust my camera.
What's up?
Boom. What's up, Ferris?
I'm doing good. How's everyone?
All right.
Good. Doing good. Ty Riggs, good morning. Boy Wonder, good morning. Says if EDC doesn't draft trenches, that will confirm he was the biggest problem. Hey, let's get it started. Let's get this started. TC says good morning. Jose Hendo, Lamar is coming a real one. He's always been a real one.
Thanks.
Always been a real one. All right. Look, you guys seem like you wanted to pick up this debate about Isaiah Likely from yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know what the debate is here. I don't know what the debate is here.
All right.
We like Isaiah Likely. They should have kept Isaiah Likely, and also Isaiah Likely can't be brought back, right? Like he can't. Like we made a mistake. We can't allocate that much money to the tight end position when we like it doesn't matter how you feel about him. We know he's not elite, right? We had he's not that, so we can't allocate that kind of money to the tight end position just for them to be all right. You know, we gotta pay Tyler Linderbaum. I don't care what he's asking for. He has to get paid. You know, we have to go out there and try to improve our wide receiver situation. You see in my thumbnail, I put Hollywood Brown, Lamar Jackson out there saying, hey, come on back. People like the sound of that. I'm like, okay, and what else?
Right. It can't be it.
Yeah, what else? Hey, Grumpy Ravens Canes fan, appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. Says if we get Bane, he has to get the Bane mask from Sizzle. Oh, yeah. Hendo, we need at least a couple of crash dummies on defense.
Facts.
Yeah, and yeah, Bane won't be there at 14.
No.
I agree. We could trade up, And listen, there is a scenario where if we get Bane, I wouldn't be upset. If we still have needs on the O line and we draft Bane, I'm gonna be very upset.
Right.
I'm gonna be very upset. If we take care of everything we need on the O line, I would still want us to go wide receiver if we don't bring in a wide receiver, but I wouldn't be upset with Bane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they do what they need to do in free agency. Then the draft is fill needs.
Yeah,
but if you don't get those guards, if you don't get a backup tackle, and you go in and you do defense first, second round, it's gonna be a crash out.
Hey Ferris, what's the name of that guard that you guys have as a free agent?
He's a right tackle.
He's a right tackle.
Yeah, Jermaine Illuminor.
No, not Illuminor. There's another one.
He's not a free agent, but he's a cut candidate. He's a guy. If we cut, he saved money. It's John Runyon Jr.
No, it's not Runyon. It could be something wrong. No, Schlotman, Austin Schlotman.
He's our center. He's our backup center, Austin Schlotman.
Oh, he's a center.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is he any good?
Funny enough, the drop off from our starting center to him wasn't that much of a drop off. So both of our centers suck, or both of our centers are good.
Whoa!
One
No, your centers are great.
We're not getting talent in the ball. It's not happening.
Good.
Now, because apparently, if you believe these two reporters, they're saying he's not asking for center money. He's asking for almost tackle money, and I'm like, where are you getting your information from? I've never heard a center say that, like, ever. Because I heard the report was the Baltimore offered him a better contract than Creed Humphrey, but not as much guaranteed money as Creed Humphrey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I think longer years, more money overall, but the guaranteed money is less than Creed Humphrey. But we all know these contracts are lies. The contracts are usually years plus guaranteed money because the teams are going to make sure not to pay you the money that's not guaranteed. So if you see a deal that's 3 years, 80 million, with 60 guaranteed, it's a 3-year deal for 60 million. And that's it. They're going to find a way not to give you the extra 20 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he should ask for more than Creed Humphreys.
No, yeah, in the guaranteed money aspect.
What up, CI Addict? Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, so apparently the contract was, it's a better.
I know this is not a Ravens channel. Yeah, it's a Ravens channel.
Thanks,
welcome.
I know this not a Steelers person in a Ravens channel.
Yeah, game too easy. Steelers fans always find their way into Ravens channels, man. It's weird. Get an edge rusher in the later rounds. Interior rush should be priority. Yeah, I agree. Boy Wonder says, I don't believe the Baltimore Sun. Is that where the report came from? Baltimore Sun?
No, this was a Giants reporter. So the Giants are like, we have Harbaugh, let's steal some Ravens. Right. And the Raven that's on everybody's list is Tyler Linderbaum.
I wouldn't believe them either because that information was fed to them by John Harbaugh. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Yeah. They ask for more than Creed Humphrey. I remember somebody was in our chat yesterday saying, well, he ain't better than Creed Humphrey. He can't get that kind of money. That's not how it works.
Right.
That's not how it works. When you're one of the better players in the league available in free agency, you get the most money, right? Because he's our Creed Humphrey. We can't get Creed Humphrey.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. If a top wide receiver is on the market and he wants, okay, George Pickens wants to reset the market for wide receivers, and they're saying, hey, man, you're not Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Right.
Can you get Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Nope.
Can you get Jamar Chase? No, you got me. This is what I want.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, because like for years, Tom Brady was the best QB in the league. But for most of his career, people like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers maybe, but Matthew Stafford and Eli Manning and certain other quarterbacks made more than him legally. Because he was legally.
Legally.
Yeah, but he was legally they were like Come on, guys. Like, when have you ever said Matthew Stafford was the best quarterback in the league when Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and Drew Brees and Brent Roethlisberger were here? No, he was never. But he was making more than them. And Roethlisberger was making more than Tom Brady. But we all know who the best quarterback was. It was 12 in New England. So that's how it is. Who gets the biggest contract is the guy that's up next. It's not because if we're doing that, then no one should be paid more than Patrick Mahomes. But that's not how that works. Patrick Mahomes has been surpassed 2 times already. You know what I mean? So that's not how this works in the NFL. Whoever's next gets the big contract.
Yeah, and if you look at the list of free agency, Tyler Linderbaum is in the top 4 on every list.
Yep.
So if you have a need as a team, you're not going to sit back and say, well, he's not the best, but he's the best available. He's going to make his money. And let's say you offered him more money than Creed Humphrey. That don't mean nothing with the Ravens. They could have offered him $18.5 million. And that's more than Creed Humphrey, but that's not enough for the market today. And especially what he means to this offensive line, being that we need a left guard, right guard, backup tackles. Like, we can't go into this off season with all of these needs on offense again. We can't have 3/5 of our offensive line being overturned like we did a few seasons ago. If we do that, that shows that Eric DeCosta has not learned his lesson. He got to go.
Yeah.
But the Bears showed you that 3 new offensive linemen can fix the team.
When have you seen the Ravens say we're going to get 3 offensive linemen? We're going to pay money for 3 offensive linemen. We didn't want to pay money for a guard. We took a 7th rounder that came off an injury. We took a tackle, converted him to guard, and said, we'll see what happens. We'll be good in a year or 2.
Wow. Well, I'm not saying, they didn't break the bank for Drew Dolman or they traded for Joe Thuney. It's not like they shelved out over $200 million like the Patriots did.
First,
I think
the Ravens spend the least amount of money on their offensive line.
That's more like that's more of a, you guys are just cheap for being cheap. You know what I mean? But if you want, fix your offensive line, you gotta
pay money.
Ching ching. You know what I mean? Carolina showed you that.
Oh, facts. DDSQ, what's going on? Says Ravens trying to do the league's work by keeping the center market down. They did the same with Lamar, not giving him the guarantee contract.
Boom, right there. They're colluding again. They always collude to a certain extent, right? But they don't usually do that on these positions. Like, they don't get paid that much to begin with, right? And they really came together to collude against Lamar because Lamar wanted a fully guaranteed contract, and they're like, well, we're not gonna make this a thing. The Browns messed it up by giving Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed contract, and we don't want to have that kind of situation. So and they've been busted, and that's why if I'm Lamar, I make this a little uncomfortable,
right?
So Davon says, if Lamar is healthy all season and we dominate the division, I will take it. I'm projecting 2 years to steer this, and we need a new GM. Yeah. I give Eric DeCosta has to start showing something this year, right? He has to really hit on this draft. And when I say hit on this draft, guys have to start contributing right away, because I hear this excuse here in Baltimore way too much. Oh, it was just his rookie year.
Right.
He was just a rookie. Well, was he a first round pick? Was he a second round pick? Was he a third round pick? Those guys have to contribute right away.
Yeah.
They have to contribute right away. They don't have to be great, but first round pick has to be good. We're picking 14th this year. That player got to be really good. Our second round pick, if we keep it, got to contribute. Third round pick got to contribute. That's just how it goes. This Tyler Linderbaum situation, he doesn't have to re-sign Tyler Linderbaum. Okay, if he says, "Look, we're just not going to pay that kind of money, but we'll go get somebody like Connor McGovern, and then we're gonna fix our guard situation. Overall, the O-line is going to block better." That's fine, right? But whatever move he makes, whatever it is, whether it's something that we want him to do or he does something else, it just has to work. There are no more excuses for this man.
0.
Grumpy Ravens Canes fan, appreciate the super chat. Says, yes, get Grumpy Hendo, my homie. Talking about you, Ferris. Get him.
Respect.
Y'all
But
want EDC out of here
listen,
now.
oh yeah, listen. This man, if you think about it, throughout his tenure, what second round pick has he really hit
respect. Sorry.
on? What second round pick has he really hit on?
Black History Month.
Yeah, Roger Rosengarten. He seems to be a good one. Mike Green possibly, but he hasn't hit. And then I saw a poll yesterday asking what was Eric DaCosta's most impactful third day draft pick, and it was Isaiah Likely. And not to open up that can of worms, that's not great.
Yeah, and it's not, and if he didn't make it to a second contract,
right?
And Isaiah Likely, even though we like him, he hasn't produced that much.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the reality. He hasn't produced that much.
But
no, go ahead.
But I might make a video today chronicling how we may be able to keep him.
Okay.
In Baltimore.
Hey, and that's the other thing too. If they can do what they need to do to fill the other holes and still fit him under the cap, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. But Likely ain't the end all be all. That's all I'm saying. Don't get too fixated on Isaiah Likely. He doesn't change the game in that way, right? Good player. We think he'll be even better than he's been, but that's projection. He hasn't shown that yet. Flagship, what's going on? Says, I know we need to go offense, Jose, and I like that Vega kid, but if Woods is on the board at 14, you take him. I don't know why people are low on him. He's probably got one of the highest ceilings in this draft. I disagree. You don't take him. Right. This is how you keep your O-line bad, right?
Also, too, him and TJ Parker did not. I watched Clemson games, and there are multiple games where I wasn't impressed. I may have watched bad games, but overall, I wasn't. I have not been impressed by a Clemson player in quite a few years.
I ain't gonna pretend like I've seen them play. I've heard things about them. Now, again, Flagship, if we take care of the O-line situation before the draft, I'm not mad at that pick either, because we do need interior D-line. We like that. That is a need too. Interior D-line is a need.
Because the injury to Nnamdi might have been.
Yep.
And I feel you on that, Jose. But when you're picking at 14, we're back to the OA situation. Does he have a high ceiling? Yes, he does. But I need something more than 2 sacks in a college football season to be picked at 14. I need somebody that's not going to be just a run stopper. I don't need another Brandon Williams. I need somebody that's going to penetrate, dominate, and get sacks. Not saying that he can't do that, but once again, it's a projection. And when you're picking that high, you don't do projections. We've had enough guys come in here off of potential. I don't need potential. I need production.
Also, too, unfortunately, we can all blame Aaron Donald for this. Drafting defensive tackles that are run stuffers high. They don't want that anymore. They want that plus the sacks. When Aaron Donald is stopping the run and then giving you 15 plus sacks a year, you're like, I want that guy.
Right.
Well, that guy's an alien, but you try to mimic him. You try to get as close as possible to him. So a defensive tackle that stops the run, tremendous. In 1985, this ain't 1985. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, too, I got a question for you, Hendo and Jose. Would you, if I told you guys can have the Colts offensive line, would you say give it to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 of the players, well, all of them are drafted players, and 2 of the players are from 2024. They were found in the 4th and 3rd round, respectively, and their starting left tackle was in 2022, was found in the 3rd round, respectively. So you have an offensive line with 2 3rd-round picks, 1 4th-round pick, 1 1st-round pick, and Braden Smith, who's a 2nd-round pick.
Right.
So don't tell me you can't find starters in the later rounds. Okay. That just proves to me one thing. Chris Ballard knows how to do his job, and your GM doesn't. That's simple.
Facts. That's facts. Yolanda, good morning.
Good morning.
Appreciate you coming through. What you saying, Hendo?
I said he ain't never lied.
Oh, yeah.
Except for when he goes scooping.
I don't lie when I create his agenda, but I'm a liar when I.
Nah, come on, little bro.
Okay.
Nah.
That's my guy.
That's the main theme. Like,
it's all love him.
We all have different ideas of what the team needs to do in the offseason, right? And we can disagree, agree, disagree, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this falls on EDC. I think we all agree on that. EDC cannot get it wrong. He cannot get it wrong. And a brand new coaching staff, we don't know how they're gonna be. But for what I could tell, they are all highly motivated to get this team up and running out the gate. They seem excited, like they have a clear plan. Everybody's on the same page. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, this is a feeling. I feel like however we settle on the O-line, with the O-line coach that they brought in, with the offensive coordinator that they brought in, that O-line's not going to be the problem.
The O-line coach you guys brought, top 5 O-line coach in the league.
Yeah,
I think it's him, Bill Callahan, Jeff Stoutland are the names that are always up there. Those are the guys. You know what I mean? So Dwayne Ledford, good get.
Yeah. And I'm not.
Tiago, I need to say good morning. Tiago Rodriguez says good morning from Portugal. Salute.
Appreciate that.
You in Lisbon, big dog.
What's up, world class? I see you in here. Drenell, I see you in here. I be saying salute. I just want to get these shout outs. James Valentine, good morning. Cool Breeze, God's favorite. All right. What you saying, Hendo? I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just saying that. Listen, I'm not buying into the 2-year narrative. I believe that the Ravens can win the Super Bowl this season. If we fix that offensive line, we get somebody opposite Zay Flowers. Why can't we? The AFC is as weak as it's been in a very, very long time. And you know that Mentor is going to fix this defense. Him and Anthony Weaver, they're going to get it together because we have talent. They just need to be put in positions to win. So just like, the Golden State Warriors, we can make a coaching change and win a championship in season 1. We don't have to wait till season 2 if we fix what we need to do offensively, because a couple years ago we were in the AFC championship game and this team is not much different from that team. So if the coaching staff does what they're going to do, because Lamar is going to be Lamar, Derek's going to be Derek, and if the defense can turn it around, we can win this Super Bowl. So I ain't even worried about that. 2 years now. I'm looking at this season.
Look what happened this year.
Yeah.
Patriots. Look what happened. Did anyone think Super Bowl? I know they lost, but did anyone think that? I know they spent $200 million in free agency, but it's not like they spent most of that money was to win Milton Williams. He got $100 million of those. And then it was to Stephon Diggs. He probably got $40 million of those. And then Carlton Davis, he got another $40 million of those. But all the other guys they signed were $5 million, $2 million, 1-year deals, 2-year deals. It wasn't like most of the reason is $200 million that Milton Williams got $100 million of it. So no one thought that of the Patriots last year. And you guys have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, which is better than Drake May and Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson. You know what I mean? So, I know Jesse Minter, unlike Mike Vrabel, is a first-year head coach, but to say it's not possible is intellectually dishonest, and they're lying to you, and they want to temper expectations, because if they fail, they can say, "Oh, well, we told you." No. Here's what I'm telling you. I want you gone.
Yeah. And there is a free agent out there that can help out Ferris and his team and help boost Baltimore, and that's Brandon Aubrey. He's a restricted free agent, the kicker. And if we're not satisfied with Tyler Loop, he can go get that dude.
And man, that guy's probably he's gonna break the bank for a kicker, man.
Hey, look, man.
Depends on
we got almost 200 people in here. Y'all hit
the bank
that like button.
Isn't that big, but he's gonna break it. I'm not saying this is gonna be like he's getting 50 million. I'm saying like he's gonna break it, but like get like 10 or 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they put he's a restricted, so if they put the first round tender on him, he can get $8 million.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Jerry's gonna put a first round tender. I think he's gonna probably use the second round.
Yeah, because he's a kicker. Who cares?
And they don't have a lot of money. So
no, also too, man. Like imagine you're a team that if you just cross the 50, it's 3 points. Right. That's what happened week 2 with us. They crossed the 50. Most kickers, you don't kick that. With him, that ain't nothing, bro.
But that's all right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
Just be hiding in the weeds.
Wow.
What's up, Warbone? Long time.
Wow. He not even typing in caps anymore.
Facts.
Look at this. What's up? Welcome back.
Facts.
Welcome back. This is Brandon not going anywhere. Okay. All right. All right. Listen, after you guys re-sign Pickens, I don't know if you have money for anything else.
If they resign Pickens.
Yeah.
And they need to draft 2 linebackers. They need another defensive lineman. You know what I mean? They need another corner. You know what I mean?
They need a lot of stuff.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
How's that running back?
They're right. Tackles leaving because I think they're going to cut Terrence Steele.
You need a strong kicker when you don't have QB. I'm about to say like this, like Ferris is about to experience the full John Harbaugh experience, right?
I've already experienced it being friends with y'all.
I mean,
I watched Ravens games and I'm like, I want to kill this dude.
I couldn't wait to get rid of Justin Tucker. Right. Not because he had a down season. I mean, look, obviously the off the field stuff, you don't want that. But I wanted to go back to having an okay kicker. Just an okay kicker, somebody that we're not leaning on to put points up on the board, because Harbaugh too many times going down the field is just playing for that. Right. We get close enough for a field goal, let's just kick the field goal. You don't have to worry about, really putting up points.
Right.
Take that crutch away, and it forces him to go out there and actually try to score, because we don't know about this kicker yet. He's young, and he's inconsistent right now.
Right.
But he made
we don't have a kicker.
He made one of the most important kicks in our franchise history. So he can stay a little longer. Emma, good morning.
Listen. There is this amazing program, 7:45 Wednesday nights. Lunch break hot take. Jose and Bradley. They do Ravens, they do Panthers. Now, for this season alone, it may inspire me to kind of pick up a Giants YouTuber and do a Ravens Giants podcast some of the time, just so we can chronicle and find out what's going on with John Harbaugh on a weekly basis. Because I am invested. I am invested in his plight.
I'm a little curious. How invested is John Harbaugh? Because I see him doing a lot of interviews with Baltimore media, and every time I hear him, he sounded more and more bitter. I'll probably clip that interview with Glenn Clark for the show tonight. I might clip that, because he was trying to do a victory lap on Mike McDonald winning the Super Bowl. Like, I brought this guy in and nobody believed he was going to be good, and Glenn Clark, you were wrong and I was right, and I'm gonna be right about Zach Orr. You'll see, right? And then they got into the whole conversation about Zach Orr, about why he didn't bring him on the staff. That was a weak answer.
Yep.
And then he asked him straight up, okay, well, had you stayed in Baltimore, would Zach Orr still be the defensive coordinator? Right. And that was an even weaker answer. My man said, I don't know. I'm not in Baltimore anymore. My man, you were the coach.
Right.
You didn't know if you're going to keep your guy or not. You knew.
Right.
You see,
and that's why he had to go, and that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, but he also don't speak about the fact that Mike McDonald spent a year with the good Harbaugh. Right. I want to talk about that one.
Right.
Oh, well, funny enough, you got the defensive coordinator that won the national title. He didn't. So good for you guys.
Thank you. Hopefully it works out.
That is true.
Yeah. Also too, did you see his quote about the New York media? And now someone asked him, like, "Oh, how are you going to operate it?" And he's like, "If it doesn't kill me, it won't hurt me. No. Blah blah blah. He's trying to like give some, like, dude. The day he gets on his BS that you guys keep talking about, they're gonna rip him to shreds, because they're not like, they make their money by just traffic, and if ripping him to shreds gives them more traffic, they won't placate his ego. And I'm talking specifically to Pat Leonard and some of the other guys. He steps out of line. He starts getting a little attitude. Him and Pat Leonard and Dan Duggan and some of the other New York Post guys, especially the New York Post guys, they're gonna hunt him down. He probably gonna get a little from Art Stapleton. He's not really a combative reporter. He just gets information. But we have combative reporters who will hunt him down. They're gonna hunt him down because they'll make their money by calling him a loser. You know what I mean? If he's being a loser, because the contract says that you should make the playoffs your first year, and within the 5 years you should get a Super Bowl. And if you don't reach any of those, the Giants wasted $100 million.
All right. So
that article will be coming out in a couple.
Hold on, y'all. Tracy
Hey,
is
Tracy.
here. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Go ahead, Hendo.
I just want to ask first, John Harbaugh has 180 wins throughout his 18-year tenure. Just like Russell Wilson with the New York Giants, do you think he can kind of get himself and play his way out of the Hall of Fame?
Shoot, Bill Belichick is almost dead, so why not? You know what I mean? Apparently, Bill Belichick's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, so John Harbaugh could possibly coach himself out of the Hall of Fame. If you have a couple of people on the media who hate his guts, like Richard Sherman does, that egomaniac. So yeah, why not? If there's a Harbaugh hater in the media on ESPN or Amazon to push that narrative,
I mean, just with the track record of New York losing.
I'll push that narrative. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. It's me. I'm gonna do it. So I'm watching you, John. I'm coming after you, Johnny. So you better make it right.
Hey, Ferris, real quick. There's a report out there that that John Harbaugh was this close to bringing in Rex Ryan as the defensive coordinator, and our coach Jesse Minter, saved y'all from disaster.
That's why I gave him a compliment. Yeah. He apparently went to bat for Denard Wilson.
Yeah.
But this was funny to me, right? This was funny to me. He was gonna be our defensive coordinator. He was our first choice. We wanted Denard Wilson, but Denard Wilson did something crazy, guys. He did something crazy. He asked ownership and the coaching staff, "Can I bring some of my coaches with me?" Crazy.
Wow, man.
Crazy.
What's wrong with that guy?
He asked the impossible.
He said, with all due respect, John, you don't know anything about defense. Can I just bring my coaching staff?
No. This was with Brian Daboll.
Oh, with Daboll.
This was with Daboll. So he asked Daboll and the ownership.
Daboll doesn't know anything about defense either.
Yeah, exactly. So he was the first choice. And all he asked, he was literally, they were at the 99.5-inch line. Literally right there. And all he did was like, "Can I bring some staff members?" And the Giants were like, "We don't do that here, buddy. We don't do that here. Get out here." And then he goes to Tennessee.
But Matt Nagy?
No. Hendo, not even Matt Nagy. Hendo, not even Matt Nagy.
And Greg Roman.
And Brian Callahan. So we got Nagy, Callahan, Roman. All the brain trust, baby. The brain trust of all brain trust.
I kind of wish you brought in Rex Ryan now, just for the complete train wreck.
Thanks.
Listen, like Hard Knocks would have to go to New York next. They would have to.
They're never going back to New York after that debacle of the offseason. That made them look stupid. That made them completely look stupid. They're never doing that again. Why do you think when they did the in-season Hard Knocks, you rarely saw the Giants?
You did.
Yeah. You didn't see the Giants.
Joe Shane was like Saquon Barkley. Why?
No, dude. Even John was like, "No, never again."
Right.
They always find some nitpicky way not to hire black coaches. Facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
MAGA John. Hey, listen, he go out there doing MAGA things.
Yeah, man. I hate when they be like, "Oh, the Giants. Look at the Giants. We're progressive. Look at our athletic trainer. He's black, and our former GM that won 2 Super Bowls was black." Like, yeah. Then what did you do to that GM?
Facts.
First year of rough turbulence, you shipped him out. Ronnie Barnes, y'all treated Ronnie Barnes like he's some goddamn mascot. Yeah, I mean, I don't care that just because your favorite player was Tiki Barber, don't mean you ain't racist. I mean, I don't care. Like, I don't care. The entire hiring process of John Harbaugh was a sham, because Chris Mara literally told everybody, "I want him and him only." He went to go meet him in Baltimore. All the other interviews meant nothing. The Giants literally spit in the face of the NFL hiring processes, because they're the New York Giants. We're the New York Giants. What are people going to say about us? We're one of the flagship teams of the NFL. We helped save the NFL, basically. What are they going to say to us? Nothing. And they don't. No one says anything to them.
Yeah. We got a super chat here. Salute to Slim. Appreciate you, man. Says Jonathan Harbaugh never will be one to take accountability. Facts. He escapes from answering tough questions. He blames everyone but himself. That's all facts. That's all facts. I can't. There's some things I do respect about him. I respect how loyal he is to his friends and people in his circle. Really, I really respect that. I don't respect his lack of accountability and just how much of a jerk he is. When answering these questions, these very valid questions. I prefer you just say I don't really want to answer that, right? But just these snarky comments and these little microaggressions, these little clapbacks here and there. Like I don't like it. The leaking stuff to media, like just real slimy. He's real slimy. I don't respect that at all.
I got a question, Jose Hendo. How much of in charge is he was, or him or Willie Taggart, in charge of the running backs?
Okay, honestly, well, let me read this real quick and I'll answer this. We're gonna read a couple more comments and we're gonna get out of here soon. Just Al says, you guys do realize that Rex Ryan is going to hate Jesse Minter all year because of the Denard Wilson thing. Yeah, good,
right?
Good. So to answer your question, Ferris, John Harbaugh is 100% in control of that. Okay, these issues have happened way too often with different offensive coaches, offensive coordinators, running things for it to be on the offensive coordinator. It's always the same mistake every time. It's always, why aren't we running our best running back in the fourth quarter? Why aren't we running at all? We're a run team. Why do we only have six carries for the game? Why, you know what I'm saying? It's always the same thing, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the offensive coordinator is. To blame it on Willie Taggart, running back coaches don't determine who goes in the game, who doesn't go in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't coached football, but I'm pretty sure Coach Evans is in here. I'm pretty sure the running back coach doesn't determine who goes in the game or not. And if a running back coach, like, he might tell them get ready. Hey, they want you in. Hey, let's go. But ultimately, if Willie Taggart says, hey, stand on the sideline, I assume Harbaugh's watching the game, and he doesn't see Derrick Henry in there. He says, where's Derrick? Like Tony Dungy said, you go up to Derrick, hey, you hurt? No, you're good. Get out there. Right? That's how that works.
Right.
It ultimately falls on the head coach. Always falls on the head coach.
Right. First, think about this. You are essentially in playoff mode. You have to win every game going out if you want to make the playoffs. Games on the line.
Yep.
And you sit there and say, Derrick Henry, Willie Taggart, y'all decide who goes into the game. And Derrick says, I'm going to let Keaton get some burn right now. I'm good. Let him go in. Then you watch a series of Keaton Mitchell. Then on the final series, you watch Rasheen Ali go in the game. Tell me Willie Taggart had that power to do that. And John Harbaugh just sat back and said, I'm good with Derrick Henry not touching the ball for the last 12 minutes and 50 seconds of a game where we're trying to get into the playoffs. Good luck with that first. Good luck.
Coach Evans says they feed information to the head coach.
Feed, but they don't make decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they feed information into the head coach about running back.
So either two things happened here. Either he was feeding information to him saying like he's good to go and he ignored it, or he was feeding him saying like I don't want Derrick Henry in the game and he agreed with it. But I think it's more of the first thing than the last thing, because Derrick Henry looked perfectly healthy against the Patriots, and he was killing them.
And the Patriots were scared.
They were scared.
David Bruce, this is a good question. David Bruce asks, has anyone ever addressed the fact that John Harbaugh is MAGA, coaching 70% of players of color? It's funny because this is going to be one of the. This is a spoiler. Okay, our submitted questions tonight. One of our viewers called out me and B for accusing us of defending John Harbaugh, and I'm like, we've never defended the man. We've speculated on whether or not he's MAGA or not. This stems back to when he visited the White House and people were like, is he MAGA? And we said, I don't know the guy. Maybe it is. Maybe he's doing a thing of I respect the office type of thing, because a lot of people don't want to get involved with it, right? They don't want to. They want to straddle the fence and kind of stay out of it. And we don't know if that's what he was doing or not. We don't know the man, right? But somehow that turned into we were defending him, and I'm gonna call that person out a little bit because I just find it I find it funny when people want to push their morals on us, but not stand on those morals. All right. So look, all love, but I gotta point out things like that when people want to get all indignant on a small channel, but you don't want to hold other people accountable. I'm just saying. I'm going to point out a little hypocrisy there when you're putting your morals on people can put some things on you, and then it doesn't feel so comfortable. All right, Tanja, good morning.
Hey, Tanja.
Good morning. But no, we haven't really talked about that. We'll talk about it tonight. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Harbaugh is Joe Biden of NFL coaches. Man, I'm telling you. See this. See, here we go. I see about to get out of here. Here come the super chats. Right. JR, appreciate you. It says John lived off legendary players his whole career. Jesse Minter will be a better head coach than John. I agree.
Man was operating a defense.
I'm not talking about Bobby. No.
Why are you yelling it?
We're not talking about Bobby. We all know Bobby is MAGA. We all know that. We're talking about John Harbaugh. Somebody got mad at me and B because they thought we were defending Harbaugh when there's speculation that he could be MAGA.
Right.
All right. But they put a comment in the submitted question, so we'll address it.
Right.
We'll address it.
Thanks.
And again, it's not hate, but we're just gonna address that part of it though. Somebody asked, "Oh, who's here?" Shelly Shell. Good morning.
Shell. Good morning.
Here we go. Another. Okay, he's the last one. I appreciate you, Slim. Thank you. Promise. I wouldn't be surprised if John Harbaugh is on that E list. Ooh. It's been said New York Giants owner is but he listen, I don't know how well they know each other. I don't know. Oh, that's
that dirty New York Giants thing.
I would be surprised a little bit.
I'm gonna keep my.
I wouldn't be shocked by anything. If any of these guys end up on a list, that can't shock me because these people live in a whole different world than us. I'm sorry, what are you saying, Ferris?
No, I said I'm just gonna keep my comments to myself about it because last time we were talking about this, I said some things where I said some things.
Control yourself. So some professionalism. Yeah. Thank you.
I did.
I really appreciate that. Says, I'm the last one. Hey, you want to keep this competition going? All right. Shara, good morning. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Tune in tonight for the LBHT show. All right, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. It's already scheduled, so just turn your notification bells on. Okay. Who did anybody else come in? I missed. I got paid the bills. All right. We're out of here. We got Slim. We got Slim. We got everybody.
Yes.
All right. You got any other questions, comments? Put them in the comment section. You can go in our home tab and the comment section over there. You can submit a question for tonight. Keep the party going. Okay. All right, Coach.
Appreciate that, Coach. Always. What's up, Joseph?
Joseph, man, appreciate you coming through at the end. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. This is a lot of fun. I love chopping it up with y'all. But I gotta get out of here, man. I can't be late for work today, man. The Ravens can clear cap, a ton of cap. All right, flash it. We gonna put it in the comment section, man. We'll address it. We'll address it tonight. All right. Forrest. It's Ferris, just like it says right there in his name. Fares. You don't have to guess it. It's right there. But he's saying salute to you, Ferris. All right.
That's right. And if you ever need anything, just call Ferris up.
There you go. Let's call him up.
Hey man, Ramadan Kareem to all my Muslims out there. I know there's a bunch in Baltimore in the greater metropolitan area. So shout out to y'all, man. Have a wonderful Ramadan. It starts today.
There you go.
Stay safe, everybody.
All right.